Hello friends. So I've been uploading a lot recently, especially within the last 24 hours in regards to the general election and posting up topics which have mostly been relevant to the election. We're living in scary times now, and the one thing that's certain is, regardless of who's in power, be it the Conservatives or Labour, there are going to be policies that are scary for us. Living in a Labour seat, I'm more than aware that with the Conservatives in power for the last few years under David Cameron and under Theresa May and under other leaders in the past, that the amount of benefit money has been slashed, the benefit system has been changed with the introduction of things such as the bedroom tax, reducing the amount of housing benefit that's paid for people that live in properties that are too large for them. I myself, having returned from a mum and baby unit in Barnsley where I stayed for 4 months, was considered homeless and stayed briefly from December 2006 to February 2007 in a bed and breakfast locally, which wasn't ideal. I was then promptly, considering I was homeless, considered homeless, put in a 3-bedroom flat, which obviously, when the systems were changing, meant that I had 25% of my rent to pay, which is still an ongoing thing that I'm trying to sort out, because I had 2 spare bedrooms, because there aren't enough 1-bedroomed council and housing association flats for me to be put into. I've since moved. I moved after 7 years in February 2014 into the flat that I live in now. During this time I was also appealing the decision that was made at a medical which was work capability assessment, which I may be having to go through again now because it's been like 3 years since I've been on the work programme. So at some point I'm probably going to go for another medical, but the result of the tribunals that I went to was that I was classed as not meeting any of the requirements for disability living allowance. I then later went and applied for personal independence payments, which I again didn't qualify for, and I was placed in the work programme and classed as fit enough to work. My illness is an invisible one. I have depression, anxiety, and I suffer from panic attacks. I no longer have a mobility bus pass because I was considered to be fit. But as I said, these are scary times. We're living in a world where both Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May have past or apparently present ties with people that are believed to be terrorists, and in the case of the Democratic Unionist Party, who are in Northern Ireland, they believe that the world isn't as old as it is, and they don't believe in same-sex marriages and a lot of things. I've mostly seen this on social media from friends that I've been sharing. I had some brief discussions today, and in all honesty, it's very confusing and scary right now for somebody like me that's already gone through so much. I'm in my mid-30s now, and I've been through a lot of things. I'm not saying other people haven't, and there's been a lot of things going on recently with the terror attacks in Manchester and in London, with people being killed and stuff, but I've had a few life experiences that I'm trying to turn my life around and not let my mental illness control me. but that's difficult to do when from one day to the next you don't know what the Labour Party and others in charge of the Labour Party are going to do that's of benefit to you or in detriment to you, what the Conservative Party are going to do which might be in your favour or in detriment to you. The only thing that's certain is that for somebody like me and people that are in my position is that things usually generally tend to get worse before they get better. If we've got people that are going into either coalitions or confidence and name supply in with other parties, it can't be good for us people being in Labour seat and having had all these policies that Conservatives brought in under David Cameron and what Theresa May and others have brought in. None of it's really helped me. I wouldn't be able to set up my own business. I don't have all the backing. I'm trying to work with other people. That isn't always easy. I've been going back into education because I thought it was the one thing, like maybe getting my GCSE English and having my peer mentoring, having done some level 1 and some level 2 courses at Northern College. I am trying to create a future for myself, but it's very uncertain now, which is why the amount of uploads that I've been doing, I really don't know what's going to happen. At the moment I don't even know if I'm going to pass or fail my GCSE, and even if I do pass it and I pass with merits or pass with distinction, what that means under the systems that are going to be continued to be put in place or put in place if Labour gets more strength. I voted for Labour as a party that I thought was better. Okay, fair enough. Theresa May has said that if Jeremy Corbyn were in power, we'd have a terrorist, a man who's friendly with terrorists in power running the country, and then has promptly got into bed with, as the phrase goes, this Democratic Union Party whose policies aren't that much different from the terrorists that Jeremy Corbyn is supposed to have gotten into bed with. So I know this is just more me rambling about what's going on, but it's very confusing and upsetting. I'm having a difficult time with some personal family stuff that I just found out earlier tonight, that I can't go into because it's private. I know I've mentioned that there's family stuff, but I'm not saying what. Okay. If you like the videos that I've been doing, please give them a thumbs up. Please share them on social media. Try to support me, even if it's just by watching and sharing and leaving comments in the comment section. I apologise that the majority of my videos are just my audio and not me appearing on screen. As I said, difficult times right now, and I will try to see you again soon. Goodbye for now.